The Closet Disco Queen podcast is the #1 ranked women in cannabis podcast by both Feedspot and Million Podcasts 2025 and is produced by Humble Pond Productions, LLC.
Hi there. Join our casual conversations for curious, bewildered, and aspiring midlife cannabis queens. Welcome to the Closet Disco Queen podcast, featuring Queenie and TT. So kick off your platform shoes, sit back and get ready to laugh and learn all about adult use cannabis without having to ask a 22-year-old. Let's get rolling.
Well, hello, TT.
Hello, Queenie.
My goodness, we're right back at it this week.
We're right back at it. It flew by. You had a lot going on this week.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Gone. Yeah, it was crazy busy. Crazy busy all week, you know. I mean,
Yep.
yes, and sprinkle a little mummy in there.
Yeah.
Extra fun.
A little extra
fun. Mm-hmm.
Our Closet Disco Queen podcast deals with legal adult cannabis use and is intended for entertainment purposes only for those 21 and older.
You had an exciting event occur.
We did this week. Our daughter had a commitment ceremony. She and her husband have decided to have a commitment with another woman. And so they, had this beautiful, beautiful ceremony. I mean,
I saw the photo. It was beautiful, gorgeous.
Lovely. The setting, the weather turned out to be nice. It was cool, but it was really nice.
Not mink-worthy, though.
I did not wear the mink, no.
Oh, I had you all prepped and ready to go.
It was fun. It was we spent the whole morning, like 4 hours, decorating the whole place. It's like, it's out it's very close to, in fact, we stayed at the Ho-Chunk Casino, Native American tribe. The Ho-Chunk are a very large Native American tribe. And we stayed at the casino. And so it's in that area, but crazy beautiful. And it was kind of rustic because the woman who is entering into relationship with them is very much a nature girl, She grows her own stuff and she makes sure everything is non-invasive and, whatever. So anyway, it was lovely. It was really lovely. Like it reflected all three of them, really.
Very nice.
Beautiful, beautiful time. Yeah. Except the night of after the wedding, it was over for us about 8:30. It kept going for the young people, but we were
the
tired.
Young people listen to you.
The young people.
God. The youngsters.
So Honey fell asleep really early, and then I stayed up and read for a little while, but then I fell asleep. But the strangest thing happened to me during the night. I was having a dream, and in the dream, there was this very large man, and he was like, had his arms around me, like his arm around my throat, and he was holding me really tight. And he meant to do me harm. That was clear in the dream.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, he's too big and strong. I can't do anything. But then I thought, all I need to do is sort of like flip around and then leap, flip around and leap. And next thing I knew, I'm on the floor.
Oh,
and Honey's going, Dean, are you all right? Are you okay? I had no idea what was happening. I was like, I'm fine. And then I was like, I'm on the floor. He said, you fell out of bed. I said, well, I was trying to get away. So, I know, but I bumped my...
Oh, is that what happened?
My little cheekbone on the corner of the nightstand. I know. And then I got back and he's like, are you all right? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. No big deal, I'm not hurt. So I get in bed and I just started laughing hysterically. So I'm laying there in bed laughing. And he's probably thinking,
oh my God.
She is going around the bend, folks.
She's fractured her nut.
I can't believe it.
Oh my God.
It was the weirdest thing.
Oh dear you. Oh, thank God you're okay though.
But I did. I twisted and leapt apparently. I do have a little bruising on my face. Looks like
you
honey
do, right
me.
on the top of your cheekbone. Oh my God. My God. Well, did you...
I threw a hip, I shifted my weight, I launched into the floor, except the floor was my bedroom, and I am 64. Sheets went flying, pillows scattered, commitment running deep, a flawless takedown executed entirely in my sleep. My nightstand caught my cheekbone on the way down. Crack! Now I've got a crescent moon, bruised like a purple badge of combat. The cops would call it furniture assault, I call it war. I won the dream but lost the fight with my bedroom floor. Don't ask me what happened, I'll tell you what happened. I'm a hero between the hours of 2 and 4. Slept right through it naturally, not a clue. A woman launched herself airborne, and he never even knew. I'm lying on the carpet in my nightgown, seeing stars, and he's snoring like a man who's never fought in bedside wars. Somewhere in my subconscious there's a woman throwing hands, and she does not check for furniture before she lands. I won, he's gone, the dream is saved, but my cheekbone paid the price. If you see me with the bruise, just know I'm dangerous at night.
So it's the Memorial Day weekend, and
Yes, it
historically, many years ago, at this point, we would be out camping.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be tenting, no matter what the weather. Well, we did, 1 year.
We were in the...
We surrendered 1 year.
Yeah. Well, did we? That 1 year that it rained?
We ended up at your house, remember?
Oh,
we made believe we were camping.
That's right, we did. That's right.
No TV,
the kids
no
camped
phones.
out in the backyard or whatever.
Right, they camped
out
out.
on the
We
back,
were able to
back deck. Yeah.
I taught all the kids how to play blackjack. That's what my kids remember.
That's right.
You taught us all how to play blackjack and how to gamble. I'm like, yeah.
I do remember another year that we stayed, though, that it rained and then it cleared up.
Oh, yeah. We were there for rain. Plenty of times. Yeah.
And it was raining caterpillars that 1 year. So.
Oh, God, yes. If that happened, like if you walked out your house now and a caterpillar fell on you, you'd be like, blah, 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 blah. But we were in the woods and we probably had families of caterpillars all over us. And it was like, yeah, okay, well,
Hundreds.
I think I just ate half of one, Just a whole different story. What do you mean you wash your hands? It's a whole different ecosystem, so to speak. Lauren's camping. Lauren and Kevin went up
for them. How's
Eagle
the weather?
Point. Cool.
Yeah.
It's low 60s
very
and
cold
cloudy.
Spring. Yeah.
Very cloudy. It couldn't have been last weekend when it was 90.
Was it that warm? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, God, it was so hot last weekend. Yeah, the kids were playing soccer. Oh, yeah. It was nasty. And it was warm a couple days this week when, of course, we were out romping around in and out of the car. In and out.
It's a gorgeous day here today. Absolutely beautiful. And I think it's supposed to get warmer later this week, like up in the 80s.
Nice. Well, I think lower 60s was it here. Overcast, rain on its way.
Oh, boy.
Bryn had a game. That's why I'm wearing my sports Mima shirt. They had a tournament today.
Shirt.
Well, I have and all their names on the sleeves.
My God, what a great idea.
Yeah. So, and it's all sport. So, where was I going with this? Oh, I was there for the first game. And it was overcast and cool, but comfortable. It wasn't too cold. It wasn't too hot. The wind wasn't blowing. It was nice. Would have been a nice day to play golf, too. Just good temperature for being outside.
Yeah, we don't get, just seem to be extremes, These
right.
really
It's
nice
either
days that are
too windy,
perfect.
Too hot, too cold, too wet, too dry.
Yeah.
There's something.
Yeah.
Icy, foggy. See, we can't be pleased.
Oh, we also sound like old people who have nothing
We
to
do.
talk about but the weather.
People, we're very elderly. No, I don't.
Olderly.
We're elderly. Well, you know what? I don't know how I missed this. because I listened to Conan O'Brien radio nonstop in the background. But apparently I missed 2 segments that were right up our alley. He was gifted by his staff a basket of edibles.
Ooh, lucky him.
Well, he's famously, because he's a redhead. No, not anti, but because he's a redhead, drugs like have no, if it's like, pinging, just kidding. Going like, yeah, he
okay.
For having colonoscopies, all that stuff, they have to like triple down on him.
Okay.
So he's never, if he's tried, it's been, So they gave him all these edibles. So then I guess fast forward 3 weeks and I heard the second installment and they were all over him because he'd only like nibbled a corner off of one of them. But then he was realizing that the way he had grown up, he goes, I'll be doing heroin next week. I was laughing. So he's going, it's a gateway drug.
You'll have a needle hanging out of your arm.
You'll have Catholic education.
Right.
No, he didn't know. Well, Catholic family, but he didn't go to Catholic school. But, Catholic, Northeast with all the, anti-drug, it's cracking up. So they're like, you've got to try these. People want to hear how you feel, blah, 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 blah. So I thought we should call him and offer, hey, he refers to himself as like a 63-year-old woman. He's our demographic.
He's one of us.
He's one of us. We'd be happy to answer any questions he's got. It just cracked me up.
Yep.
It's like, I nibbled on the corner. You're like, come on.
He's nervous. He's heard stories.
He's heard stories, but he doesn't want to be on heroin next week. So he's a little anxious. It's a gateway drug.
Is it? Oh my God. What a perfect example of how indoctrinated we were.
Oh, seriously. I mean, like blurted, he couldn't make himself say, I'll try.
No.
It's a gateway drug. Bah.
I woke up this morning, started my routine. Coffee's nice, but nicer with some good old green. Gummy bears dancing, brownies in a tray. My butt tenders asking what you had today. What have you consumed today? A cookie, a gummy, or a potent J? Did you vape it, dab it, or roll your own way? Tell me what cannabis you consumed today.
So TT, what have you consumed today?
Today I've consumed one of my hashables. I believe I had these last week. Pressed. Ultimately, hash infused collab, and it's 10 milligrams per gummy, and it's quite.
Is this
lovely.
A new product?
No, I got this at the Cape. In fact, it's getting close to when I should be using this. My used by date, so I'm going to have to.
You have to triple up.
Enjoy.
You don't want those to expire. That would be such a shame.
And they are
such a dirty, rotten shame.
So what about you?
I have really gotten into a bit of a rhythm with these pre-rolled joints.
The ghost ones?
Joints. I like them very much. And I'm currently enjoying a hybrid gas pops.
Gas pops.
It's a sativa-leaning hybrid.
Okay.
I like it very much.
Gas pops makes me think of farts.
That could be a euphemism for farts, I suppose. Yes.
Is it stinky?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
I guess you'd have to ask anybody else in the house. Oops, that's nobody.
Alone again. Naturally.
I'm being asked for time on Roblox by my granddaughter. See, I'm good for something. Now, I grabbed them for lunch yesterday. Megan was telling me, she goes, yeah, Mia's really asking for it. And I said, oh, why? She goes, yeah, she informed me out of the blue. She goes, I'm done with Ryan. I've had it with him.
What? Oh my gosh. I've had it with him.
Carrying on like a mad woman.
What?
Like a woman.
What happened?
Like a lunatic. She just, poor thing, like cannot stop. The mouth just, she's at that time with the hormones. Like you can tell it's it's a combination of hormones and her ADD and just being 13, almost 14, and wanting to be with me but not wanting to be with me. And it's just so when Megan told me that, I just started laughing. I'm like, oh.
And Megan was looking for some support.
So I said, I gave this some thought, because she told me this yesterday. I said, I gave this some thought, and I know you know this, but I just wanted to remind you, you don't have to respond to everything they say. That was a hard lesson for me to learn. You don't have to have something to say to everything that comes out of it. You can just let it go. And she goes, I know. And she said, I think I've been working really hard the past 6 years. I said, you have done, wonderfully. And I just... It's like, oh my God, it's just starting.
Yeah. This is what I put up with you. So.
Oh my God, Lord. It's just.
I feel like it started even earlier with her.
Well, yeah. When she asked for the phone, that was the first. Oh no, when she was yelling out the window at our neighbor when she was still in diapers because we put her to bed early and she was screaming for help. Help me, Mrs. Eisenhower. She'd be screaming out the window. Dan and I'd be out on the deck holding our hands up, showing that we're not touching her. We're here. Nobody's hurting the child. We're right here, screaming at the top of her lungs.
Yeah, she's always been her own girl.
Yes, she has. She's been feisty from the start.
So she's getting a little of that back now. As it's the mother curse, yeah.
What's the latest but buzz? TT, tell me the news. Where is it legal? No one knows. What's the latest but buzz? TT, tell me the news. Where is it legal? No one knows.
So, TT, do you have a story for us this week?
Do have a story for us this week, and this will probably not be any surprise to any of our regular listeners, but the Journal of the American Medical Association published in their Network Open that a study which examined the motivations that have driven people our age, older adults, to become the fastest growing demographic of cannabis consumers in the U.S. And researchers at the University of Utah and the University of Colorado also looked at product preferences among older adults who expressed interest in experimenting with marijuana.
What were the most preferred products?
Well, let me first go with why they were seeking relief. They're seeking relief from age-related ailments, for example, pain or difficulty sleeping, and improved quality of life. So it says, while the underlying trend of seniors increasingly turning to marijuana has been widely reported, little is known about the motivations and factors that influence their use of cannabis and product choice. So after they analyzed the results of this study, they came up with a couple of reasons that people might want to start using cannabis. Some of them are because people are just reluctant to use traditional pharmaceuticals. They have adverse effects and long-term health risks and blah, blah, blah. And they also reported that some people had tried everything, tried all the pharmacological stuff, tried all the things, therapy, acupuncture, massage, whatever. And they were trying cannabis as a last resort. And then some said they did it because they heard it about friends or a social network or whatever, and they wanted to give it a try for recreational use, like, to improve social gatherings or just to feel high, really. And they reported that they really wanted a better quality of life, reducing pain, getting better sleep, and being able to enjoy time with family and friends a little bit more. And those are things that we've talked about, ever since we started this podcast, that, at this point in our lives, it's like, okay, yeah, it's time to live ourselves, really.
Right.
Most adults were most likely, here we get into what they chose. They're most likely to choose a combination cannabis product. But motivations differed by the product they intended to purchase. So 58% chose edibles with a combination of THC and non-intoxicating CBD. And 29% selected a CB dominant product. And 14% went for THC dominant edible. And they're talking just about edibles in this story. I probably should have mentioned that earlier. To me, having the American Journal of Medical Association do this study just marks how mainstream it's becoming.
Oh, yeah.
And what they're saying, and we've been saying for a long time, is that once it's legalized federally, and maybe this should be, maybe it will be okay now that medical marijuana is legal, is federally okay, that we need more so that physicians can begin to understand what might work best for their patients.
Correct.
And that's going to be like the next whole
wave
horizon to get to. So yeah, I thought that was
here's
really
my concern. Here's my concern. Are we calling the desire to be altered, our mood altered lifestyle? Or, I'm getting like there's vernacular that goes with medical.
Right. Well,
so does lifestyle fit under that, in that bucket? So you can't just say, you know what? I like the way I feel. I'm less stressed out. I'm
well,
less...
you know what you can do is what you just said, like say, I've been experiencing a lot of stress. I've been having a lot of pain. I've been,
But I guess my point is, does it have to be couched in something like that? Can't you just say, I like the way I feel. I like the way I feel.
I don't know.
I
guess it may depend on your doctor,
But you can't, but so I guess we're just, until whatever is removed, recreational cannabis falls under the umbrella, I guess. We're going to just continue to pretend that all these people who are saying they're taking it for sleep and all that shit, just like getting high.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love getting high, but I also appreciate that it helps me sleep at night,
Correct. Okay. I'm not saying
but my primary motive is not to sleep at night, which, if I knew that I couldn't get marijuana unless I had a medical reason, then I would say I'm having trouble sleeping at night.
Correctamundo. I gotcha.
Just
or
so
you were in pain.
Yeah. Or I was in pain. So.
Well, I guess this is just an ever evolving story. I mean, it could be 1,000% different next week.
Yeah. And, with they've got to straighten out this stuff about hemp. This is, I haven't heard word one about it. So, and I've been looking.
I don't know. I don't know.
We're so distracted by so many things right now.
Someone's holding on to that.
I wonder if it's going to,
I don't know. Maybe someone's holding it as a, an ace in the hole.
Bargaining chip. Yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe.
It's just ridiculous where you can't, cranky old woman, you can't trust anything anymore.
Well, you certainly have reason to disbelieve what's coming out of the federal government, out of the Trump administration, certainly.
That's just all the above. Sad state of affairs.
Yeah, we'll continue to report on it. Whatever's happening.
Yes, we will. We'll keep an eye on this and keep you all informed as best we can.
Either or, peace, war, Madonna, whore, this, that, skinny, fat, dog, cat, yes, no, stay, go high, low.
So, TT, are you ready to play TT's Choice?
Ready to play?
I have it here in this. Oops.
Did you want to explain the game?
Yes. So, if you recall, I'm going to present TT with a choice, an either or rather or what if, and she's got to make a decision one way or t'other. Is that choice, decision, whatever you want to call it? Is that an accurate?
That is my understanding of the game.
Explanation of said game. So the question is, 1 through 75 are the numbers. Please select one, not repeating one that you have already chosen. Please.
Okay.
Thank you. Merci.
I'm going to go with 11.
11, you say? Mm-hmm. Okay. 11 is an either or. So, would you choose to get high before a first date or a job interview?
That's interesting. Very interesting question.
It sure is.
It's been many, many, many years since I've thought about a date, but I think I might, just to calm my nerves, it's going to sound terrible, but I think I'd do it before a job interview. Just a little micro to not be as nervous.
And what would you hope it would do for you?
I would hope it would help me to basically just keep my mind on what's happening and not pay attention to the stories that I'm telling myself in my head about whether or not I'm doing well or, I think it would give me some clarity.
You wouldn't be afraid of hitting one of those moments like you hit last week where
a giggle one?
You just went totally blank?
Well, I would only do a microdose. Last week.
A little teeny itty bitty.
I did a big one.
I did a big one.
Big one.
Big one. Interesting choice.
Yeah. How about you?
I was thinking the same thing, actually.
Were you really?
I was.
Okay.
I think I would, it would just chill me out a little bit and allow me to be more conversational versus feeling like I was, auditioning, which you are actually, but I would feel more at ease, more natural, I think.
It's funny that like even at our age now, we're still thinking of interviews as being a really stressful thing, Right. Do you think everyone feels that way? I think most people do, right?
I guess it depends on what the
job is, what the fit is, if you're qualified, all that stuff.
Yeah, what skin do you have in the game? Like how critical is it? I would think if you were in a situation where, you were interviewing for your only source of income, your attitude would be different than if, you were looking for something to stimulate yourself and allow you to work, and maybe not at the level that you were prior to retirement, but, I don't know.
Yeah. What about the whole date thing? I feel like I'm better in social situations and in those other kind of,
because when
interview situations.
And this is going to sound weird, because when I'm working, I'm not ingesting cannabis.
No.
When I'm out with my assignees, I'm not microdosing and, and I'm interacting with people when I'm working, I'm interacting all the time because I'm having to be a liaison between the assignee and the apartment complex, or the assignee and the car dealership, or the assignee and a government agency, or just trying to explain, a process. So I feel very able to do that because I feel competent doing that. And I think the issue with the job interview, even though you present as a competent individual, it's the unknown of the position, the culture. You're automatically, you're at a disadvantage there, I think. I don't know. That's just the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I just wonder if young people these days are also, that's the way they process job interviews, like, I don't know what the...
I've heard horror stories. Now, granted, I was in the staffing industry, so I tend to read, if I see stories that are staffing related or whatever, I'm drawn to that. But, people, their parents going with them on interviews or going to the interview or calling on their behalf.
Oof.
Or people... I heard during COVID, having someone else sit through the virtual interview. Not the person who, so, the hiring manager thinks, I'm hiring you, and then someone else shows up. Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow.
It is crazy. It just goes to show you how stressful a process it is.
Yeah. And I think too that I wonder if it's different now with everything being so automated, with resumes being online and AI doing, or whatever, sorting through.
I don't know. I've been out of that. No, that's all blown by me now.
Yeah. Well, I've been
out of it for 5 years, out of working full time.
Right. I
don't know how this stuff how AI is being, what the ultimate use of AI is in a situation like that. I have no clue, no earthly clue.
I was thinking about how when my son graduated from college, my husband used to ask him every day, "Did you find a job yet?" And and he was frustrated because my son wasn't going out
door to door,
resumes in hand. True, going to you got to get out and, beat the streets and right. Yeah. So
buy 100
he'd just go, Dad, that's not how it's done anymore.
Yep.
So yeah, and it's even more so now.
Absolutely. When we had our resume writing business, people would want 25 copies, 50 copies of their resume.
Yep.
They'd have us do the cover letters. I mean,
it was really important, what it looked like and what kind of paper you used, all that kind of stuff made a difference.
All the above, error free. Yep. So cuckoo camoo. It is nutso. It's nutso. Do you have the proper social media buzzwords or whatever, the SEO and AEO and it's crazy.
Right.
So, well, that was an interesting query. Yes, I think we are aligned on that one. Interesting.
We've got a list and it's getting long, petty to profound, what feels so wrong, sticky notes and middle-aged sass, if it don't serve us it can kiss our ass, fuck it, fix it, or forget it, we're seasoned queens, don't regret it, if it drains our soul or wastes our wit, we file it under, oh hell no, skip it. From bad bras to toxic friends, we draw the line and tie the ends each week. A gripe or hill to die on with Queenie and TT. The bucket list lives on.
So, TT, are we ready for this week's fuck it list item?
Yes, I'm very ready for it.
Well, I have one, and it's not me per se in particular. However, this comes thanks to my sister who said, fuck it, I'm going to quit my job even though I don't have another one lined up.
Wow, that's a big decision.
That's a big decision, but you know what? When you're feeling like you're being mistreated and unappreciated and just left to the wolves, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Got to get out for your own.
You just got to get
health.
out.
Yep.
And the other part of that is my sister also is in a profession that is in great demand.
Well,
so the chances of her going long term without employment are zippity doo dah.
Yeah.
So
she's fortunate in that regard. Yeah.
Right. So that is a benefit that maybe a lot of people don't have. That assurance that they'd be able to get rehired someplace or hired someplace pretty quickly.
Right.
It is a healthcare role. So healthcare typically, there's such a shortage that. So I guess the bottom line is her thought was, I'm too old to put up with this kind of bullshit. And she's worked for 40 years and she just decided, fuck it. So
when a job is that bad, that's the best thing you can do. And, you might not always have the luxury of.
It's not worth your mental health or your physical health. But it was pretty bleak there. Brand new site, but hideous management, lack of management. So, it's not a comfortable way to work,
right?
Or to be asked to work, especially if you're in a front-facing position. You're interacting with the public,
with people, and
in a very vulnerable, at a very vulnerable time of their lives when they're not feeling well, or they're, there's potential cancer or something, because she's a mammographer. Yeah, so I guess really just being able to be strong enough to just not put up with it.
What's scary to me is that I think that a lot of nonprofits and healthcare agencies somewhere along the line decided that they should be running themselves like businesses, and that's just not how it is. You can't
that model
social programs like you would a business.
Right. You can't apply the same principles of productivity to when you're working with people, because people are not reproducible. You can't reproduce the same results.
Right.
from person to person. You don't know if it's going to take you 12 minutes to do an exam on this person or 32 minutes because for whatever reason, the person's 89. They can't stand without assistance. You're trying to cram them into okay. So it's a whole different ballgame. And it wasn't even the productivity. It was just the culture, the lack of support, the lack of structure, and just the cavalier attitude. So it's like, fuck it, we're out of here. So
all right, good for her.
Good for her.
You go, girl. If you are miserable and you can do it,
do it.
Do it.
Don't wait.
Don't wait and think it's going to get better. It's going to be different because it won't. No.
You spend too much time at work to be miserable. Way too much time at work. So don't do it. Do not do it to yourself. It's not worth it. So.
At 5, she said, I wanna be just like you, mama. At 15, she said, I would never be like you, the drama. At 25, she called to say, you were right about that man. At 35, she caught herself saying, because I said so. Damn. Don't tell me how to raise her. I'm suggesting that's the same thing, mother. No, it isn't. Stop protesting. You were that, says the daughter. You sound like my mother, says the mom. And grandma's in the corner saying, both of you look wrong. She gets it from me. No, she doesn't. She's just like her mother. Oh, God, please. We love too hard. We hold too tight. We say the wrong thing every time. Then we call each other crying on a Tuesday. And everything is fine. She swore she'd never use the look. It's now her primary technique. She swore she'd be the cool mom. Then her daughter pierced her what? And suddenly her mother's voice came flying from her gut. She gets it from me. No, she doesn't. Every age, every stage, every line, the granddaughter is watching, thinking I will never be like that. But she will, she absolutely will. And it's gonna be just fine.
What else, TT? Anything exciting going on?
What else this week? The only thing that's really on the calendar is the dinner group.
So what exciting place were you?
Well, we're going to this place called the Imperial Garden. It's a Chinese restaurant that's been here forever, but we've never been as a group, and it's closing soon. So we wanted to get in before it closes. So yeah, it's going to be the end of an era.
Are the owners retiring? Yeah, no family to take it up, huh?
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Another one.
Well, that'll be nice, though.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. I'm pretty open. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of gardening and yard work and, all that kind of stuff. I really need to clean. It sounds
like the weather's going to.
Yeah, hopefully.
What else needs to be cleaned?
The entire house. And my car, actually. So probably be doing a lot of that stuff. Just, spring spruce ups.
Spring spruce up. I know. It's almost the end of May.
I know.
It's
and
May
it feels
23rd.
Like we should have been doing this already. And planting flower. I haven't gone to what do you got in the hopper?
Actually, Diane and Kathleen and myself are having lunch with Charlie Sue on Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday.
How long has that been?
Oh my God.
Wow.
It's easily been
How did you find her?
20 or 25 years. Diane bumped into her at Aldi like last month and, got her cell phone number. And so we're going to meet at Laney's.
Boy, that's a name I haven't heard in forever. Wow.
Yep.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yes. Looking forward to that. That'll be a good time. That will be. Definitely. All right, everybody. I guess everybody should have a wonderful coming week. And I hope everybody has had let's see, this is going to be past. So let's not even talk. I was going to say Memorial Day, but even though it hasn't really quite come yet, this will be blah, blah, it'll be over by the time this is out. So shut up. Blah, 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 blah.
And then the next holiday will be Father's Day after that, right?
That's true. Very true. We'll have to prepare something special for the Father's Day edition, I suppose. Wow. We'll think of something. I wonder
how many of our listeners are fathers. Probably not many.
I don't know. I think we have a fair amount of males who are listening to us. Dads. They want to know what's going on in their women's lives.
Oh, that's.
They want to be informed. And
how generous.
Yes, I think we have a very, informed audience. Period. Well rounded out. Okay, everybody. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us at the Closet Disco Queen podcast. Grab a brownie or doobie, pass us to your friends, and be sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. And be sure to leave us a 5-star review as it helps others find us. Peace out.
Mary C. from Albany, now she's far from shy. Bedroom by the window, nap time on standby. Grandkids running, some snoring by her chair. She finds joy in sea glass and salt in the air. Nurse with rhythm, grace with flair. Fishing on Cape Cod, wind in her hair. 2 girls and 2.5 boys, she beams. Mary sees lies a mellow dream. La da 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 da.这些生不人气，还深深目见把夏目沾心底，谁别想听这片浓重情敌，谁也说也说，还让这边别。Nurse with rhythm, grace with flair, fishing on Cape Cod, wind in her hair. 2 girls and 2.5 boys, she beams. Mary sees lies a mellow dream.
The Closet Disco Queen podcast is the #1 ranked women in cannabis podcast by both Feedspot and Million Podcasts 2025 and is produced by Humble Pond Productions, LLC. If you are interested in being a guest, email us at info@humblepond.com or reach out on Facebook. Visit Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen and leave us your 5-star review and comments. Thanks.